Good morning, and thank you for watching the April 8th City of Janesville COVID-19 community briefing. This briefing is provided Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. My name is Tom Clippert, and I am the Planning Section Chief for today. Next, we'll review our incident objectives for the city's COVID-19 response. Safeguard the community, including our residents, businesses, and visitors. Deter the spread of the COVID-19 within our capabilities, provide essential services to the community, and safeguard City of Janesville employees and preserve our city service power. We'll now hear from other members of our EOC leadership team, starting with our situation leader, Maggie Dar.
Thank you, Tom, and good morning, everyone. I'm Maggie Dar, Situation Unit Leader for this event. As of yesterday, Tuesday, April 7th, the Wisconsin Department of Health Services reported that there are 2,578 confirmed positive cases of COVID-19 in the state of Wisconsin. There are 37 confirmed positive cases in Rock County, and we've had 2 deaths in Rock County. The city continues to monitor our staffing levels closely to ensure we can continue meeting our objectives as outlined by Tom. Yesterday, over 16% of our employees were working from home, which is a good number considering a lot of our service areas, those individuals cannot work from home. We also continue to closely monitor our personal protective equipment or PPE levels. Regarding city services, I don't have any updates to report, although I do want to direct people to the Janesville Parks and Recreation Facebook page, where they have launched a remote recreation programming schedule. So since recreation can't have their programs in person right now, they're doing remote recreation, encouraging people to still remain active and doing fun things. So they have do-it-yourself outdoor activities. They have parks challenges. They have every couple of days, they do a Tech with Jeff video. So if you're interested in learning how to set up and use Skype or other programs like that, this is a great time for that. So visit the Janesville Parks and Recreation Facebook page. The city continues to be in close contact with all of our partners. In particular, the EOC is contacting senior living facilities to check in on them and make sure they're prepared with personal protective equipment and more. We're also talking to all of the daycares that are still caring for children of essential workers and making sure they're doing well. And that's it for my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Maggie. Next up, we have City Clerk Treasurer Dave Godek.
Thank you, Tom. Good morning, City Clerk Treasurer Dave Godek. I just wanted to give the community an update on the election yesterday. We had a successful election. 3,306 people voted in person at our 4 polling places. We didn't have any incidents. We issued a total of 12,424 ballots, majority of those by mail, about 10,500. As of last night, 10,714 ballots had been returned. We have 1,710 ballots that are outstanding. We'll continue to get those ballots, and anything that has been postmarked as of April 7th will be counted prior to us releasing results on April 13th, which is the earliest that we can release results based on the court order. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Next up is Economic Development Director Gail Price.
Good morning, Economic Development Director Gail Price. The Economic Development Office is tasked with leading the economic recovery now and post-COVID-19 pandemic. We'd like to remind citizens that we're a resource here in the community. We are happy to sit down or do a Skype or phone call message to talk about strategies that you can implement to manage through this event. So we continue to monitor various programs. We add links to the growjanesville.com website. There is a banner at the top. Click on that, and that'll take you to the page that has all the various programs that we've identified that are available here in the community. We did add Kiva loans on Monday. That's got an expanded eligibility that's really focused on new entrepreneurs. That's a $15,000 max with a 6-month grace period. The most important one is the PPP, or Paycheck Protection Program. So it's really focused on your business, keeping your skilled labor intact, and having that available so that they can have a paycheck through this event. That can also be used towards rent and utilities and other operation costs. One of the things that people are concerned about, and we've been provided some additional information, that will this program run out of money? And what we've understanding from our legislators is that they fully intend to replenish the program if all the funds are depleted as they are released. A reminder, you need to go through a SBA approved lender. If you do not have one, call our office, 608-755-3059, and we'll be happy to connect you with a list. We have connected a few clients to specific lenders here in the community. There's also the EIDL program, a little bit different. That's an online application directly with SBA. Again, we have a link to that on the growjanesville.com website. One other last note, there is an economic impact survey that's been released by UW Oshkosh on behalf of WEDC. We'd like people to fill that out because that's going to give us a better understanding of the impacts on the business community. So as more programs are identified, rolled out, we can really kind of tailor things to specific impacts through that survey. So if you could fill out that survey, we greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Gail. Next up is our Public Information Officer, Ellen Luckett.
Good morning, Alan Luckett here. For trustworthy information and up-to-date information from the City of Janesville, please check out our city's website, which is ci.janesville.wi.us. We also have an email list that you can subscribe to, which is basically our website with /email lists. The city has created a unique page, website information that actually has COVID information on it, COVID-19 response. So if you actually go to our city's website and go to the top of the page, you will be able to link on to that and go to the COVID-19 page. So again, that city's website is ci.janesville.wi.us. And on this page, you'll be able to see some archived videos of our past briefings, as well as frequently asked questions, CDC information, business recovery information, and more. Remember to get your information from credible sources. The City of Janesville trusts government-sanctioned sites such as the CDC, the Wisconsin Department of Health Services, FEMA, and others. If you have questions, please call the city's community support hotline. It is open daily from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. And that phone number is 608-373-6027. And we'll repeat that number throughout this broadcast. Please share this information with your family and friends, community groups, and social networks, and anyone else that can benefit from it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alan. Next up is our Finance Administration Section Chief, Julie Parker.
Good morning. Julie Parker, Finance and Administrative Section Chief for today. The EOC response team has logged 3,497.25 hours to date, and we have captured expenditures of $768,265.93. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is our Safety Officer, Captain John McManus.
Good morning. John McManus, Safety Unit. We would like to continue to to emphasize washing your hands often with soap and water, especially after you've been in a public place. If soap and water is not readily available, use hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol. Avoid touching your eyes, ears, nose, or mouth with unwashed hands. We should avoid close contact with people who are sick and create space between each other at least 6 feet apart when outside your home. Formulate a plan if someone inside your household becomes sick. If you choose to wear a fabric, non-standard mask like this one, or any other mask in public, continue to maintain 6 feet of social distancing. The CDC recommends using face coverings in social settings where social distancing measures are difficult to maintain. The CDC is also advising the use of simple cloth face coverings to slow the spread of the virus and to help people who may have the virus and do not know it from transmitting it to others. The cloth face coverings recommended are not surgical masks or N95 respirators. Those are critical supplies that must continue to be reserved for healthcare workers and other medical first responders, as recommended by the current CDC guidance. Clean your workspaces and residences thoroughly every day with EPA-approved cleaners, and clean high-touch surfaces more frequently. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Next up is our Incident Commander, Fire Chief Rhodes.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Ernie Rhodes. Yesterday was a really good day, warm day out. I saw a lot of families out exercising. One thing I just want to remind everybody is when you're out walking in the community and you're with your family and you come to a neighbor where a family may be out on the driveway, we saw people really getting close and talking together as a community. And I just want to remind everybody that you need to assume everybody you come across can potentially be contagious with the COVID-19. And so please continue to use the social distancing. It's very, very important. As far as city operations in the Emergency Operations Center and across the city, we continue to monitor our staffing levels, and we have not seen our staffing levels be greatly impacted right now, which means we are really tracking strong on providing our city services as Department of Public Works, Fire, Police, and as Maggie said, the Parks Department is starting a virtual program from afar, so please check that out as far as activities to do at home. Remember that it is important that you care for yourself during this event. This is a different event, and I say this a lot because it is so critical. Go to our city website, look for the green ribbon up top. That is our COVID link, and go to halfway down the page, and you'll find Resilient Wisconsin, and you'll click on that. It has some really, really good information for you to manage yourself through the stress and your family. And here's a few good points. 3 goods. Do 3 goods. Eat good food, sleep, and exercise. Relax your body. Take deep breaths. Stretch, meditation, or prayer. Do something you enjoy. You've probably said, man, if I had more time, I would do this, this, and this. I just heard somebody from the EOC staff say they did woodworking yesterday. That's what we're talking about, is take the time and do something you like, set boundaries and create a routine, and once again, try to really avoid the negativity that is on our media right now. Hey, the virus is out there. It's definitely changed our way of life. We're out of our habits, but there's so much opportunity for you as a family, as a person, to reflect and learn from and improve on. And please remember that do one positive thing a day, and if you do that, would you tweet that to the City of Janesville? And the hashtag is one positive thing. I'd like to thank the poll workers yesterday. They did an amazing job. I went through the polls. We really, really worked hard to make sure we were adhering to social distancing. We did consolidate some polling places because there were just too many. We were limited on manpower. I just am grateful for the volunteers. They were upbeat. They were wearing their face masks. They were serving their community to make sure that you have your right to vote. And that was a really strong message for me yesterday. And it just really reaffirmed the hope that this is a season and we are still very capable of running our society and leading in difficult times. I also want to thank the clerk's office. Heavy lift, thank you so much, and logistics and the team as a whole, thank you so much for what you're doing. And the people that are staying inside and safer at home, I'm grateful, very grateful to that too. Remember to call 608-373-6027 if you need help, if you think a neighbor needs help. And once again, give each other grace. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chief. Next up is City Manager Mark Freitag.
Thanks, Tom, and good morning, City of Janesville EOC members, City of Janesville employees, and certainly members of the community that are listening in. As Chief just said, we had an amazingly successful election yesterday in the City of Janesville. And our clerk treasurer, when he became clerk treasurer several years ago, he said that, he's going to make sure that he provides the gold standard election process in the City of Janesville. Janesville is going to be a community where people look to for this is the way to do things right. And he and his team certainly delivered on that. And so, Dave, I just need to say thank you very much for your professionalism and your diligence in planning, preparing, and then executing that election yesterday. I think that as you watch the news this morning, a lot of communities had challenges. Janesville did not, and that's a testament to your professionalism and leadership. And so thanks for your effort on that yesterday. I'd also like to take some time to say thanks to all the City of Janesville team members who stepped up to help the clerk treasurer in some way, shape, or form pull off an amazing election yesterday. And so the City of Janesville operates like a team. If you don't have something to do and somebody else needs assistance, people just migrate to the need for getting things done. And that's how we operate as a team. And so we'll continue to do that. I also want to say thanks, as Chief just mentioned, to the poll workers. As you know, many of our poll workers are seniors in our community, and they reached down deep inside, grabbed some personal courage, and came out to serve their community. And so I just want to say thanks to our poll workers who, got beyond their fears and came out and supported our election process yesterday. And then lastly, to the members of the public who, again, grabbed some personal courage and came down to the polls and executed their right to vote. And so it was a great event yesterday, and I think it's indicative of the way the City of Janesville team operates. First class all the way. Next thing I want to mention is that the weather is changing here for the next couple days. It's going to be cooler. It's going to be rainy. You're going to want to stay hunkered down, and that's all good. However, we all know that fresh air and some exercise are going to be good for not only your physical health but your mental health. And so I encourage you to put a jacket on, grab the umbrella, but continue to do those walks around your block, the walks on the city 30-plus trails in the community, and get some exercise, breathe some fresh air, and keep that stress level down inside your family unit, certainly inside your house, and perhaps your workspace. And so we're doing great in the City of Janesville. We're continue to look forward and prepare. We're in a good place, and we're going to get through this. And so thanks for all that the team's doing and for the community supporting us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. This has been the April 8th City of Janesville COVID-19 Community Brief. The community briefing is provided Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. Thank you for watching.